Doesn't that bring you back? Hey, Terrificon is coming to Mohegan Sun this weekend to help them sort of debut their new convention center down there, the Expo Center. They're going to have 20,000 people. This is a very big deal. They're going to have Henry Winkler there, Ralph Macchio, and that man who I say with all love and devotion scared the crap out of me as a little kid, as he did for all of you, because he is the Incredible Hulk. Lou Ferrigno, I'm so happy to have him here with us this morning. A pleasure to meet you, sir.
I can tell you're so scared. You're staying far away from me, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, they always say, don't make him angry.
Exactly.
You still hear that now, I imagine, 40 years later.
All the time. I could do 10 Gone with the Wind film, but everybody identifies me. They just love the Incredible Hulk. It's the most beloved, iconic character in the world.
Yes. And people overuse the word iconic. The Incredible Hulk is iconic.
It is, yeah.
Nobody else is as big and as green, as angry. How does it feel to be associated with something that has been so timeless? That was 40 years ago. And
well, because of my physicality, the way I look, and because I kept that character alive, because at the time when I did this series, Captain America and Spider-Man failed.
Yeah.
The Hulk was like the pioneer at the time. And then every country in the world embraced it because every nationality, like in Mexico, South America, they would say Hulk, Green Man. And 41 years, but every show had a late and compelling message about life and everything. That's why it's a beautiful show, because a lot of times we get frustrated, angry, and you want to do, sometimes you want to just click a telephone booth, or your wife screaming at you, just want to grab a coffee table, but the Hulk does it for us.
Right, because you can't do it otherwise. There's just something inborn in all of us. Talk to me about Terrificon coming up. I imagine you do events like this. This one probably going to be a little bit different. It's certainly big enough. Is it fun for you to still get out there and see a lot of people? Oh, yeah,
because the show Mitch putting on is at the new convention center, has like 160,000 square feet.
Yeah.
We're expecting over 20,000 people. And the beauty about it is the fact that it's good for all generations, people, all ages. There's so much entertainment. I mean, especially at the Expo Center, I'm going to have my pictures, my posters, and you have a Q&A, meet and greet, women crying, guys want to hug me, guys say when I was a kid, I was scared. My mother hated me because I ripped all the pajamas, I paint green all over the house.
Yeah.
Stories like that.
Oh, I can only imagine. It just must be so much fun. And of course, in the limited time we have, my mind is racing trying to think.
Time? I came all the way here to see you, and you give me limited time?
Limited time. We could go for like 2 hours right now.
Yeah,
I wanted to know. I mean, we could go back to talking about what it was like trying to compete against Arnold Schwarzenegger bodybuilding. Take us back to those times.
It was great because back then bodybuilding was in the shadow. People didn't know what bodybuilding was, so we put bodybuilding on the map because at the time he was like my idol. He was 6 years older than me. But I remember the first prize was like $750.
Yeah.
Back then, we had to make a living, so it was fun because of the pumping iron was like the blood, sweat, and tears to show what the sport was like.
Yeah, and look at some of these.
You can see in this picture, it was like 100 degrees, and it was hard labor because we had nothing. It was all about that passion of loving bodybuilding.
Yeah. Now, when you made that transition from bodybuilding to acting, was there any similarities? Is it hard to learn how to act, even in
because bodybuilding more had to do with the physical, but the acting is emotional.
Yeah.
It takes 20 years to know what to do as an actor because acting is about life. It's about the character. You have to be connecting with the character. It's a whole different spectrum.
How angry do you get normally in real life? Everybody says don't make you angry. Are you the type of guy who wouldn't hurt a fly?
I never get angry, but I get angry now because of what's going on with K2, because I'm a police officer.
Yes.
And it's sad how stupid these people are with these drugs, because these young kids today, being taken advantage of with these drugs, it's like they're embracing the devil.
Yeah.
It's got to stop.
And if nothing else, it shows you how quickly something can spread. One bad batch, there were 70 overdoses within about an hour and a half yesterday.
Well, if they got something better to do, they should come to Terrificon, have a better time than be on the street and assimilating these drugs.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because at 3:30 today, my understanding is the Mohegan Sun police chief, the tribal chief, is going to come down. There's going to be a ceremony where at least it's going to be an honorary deputization of you.
Yeah, because I've been a deputy sheriff for 15 years, and I like giving back, and I'm very honored to receive this honorary deputy award.
And you've mentioned all the different places where you've either been like officially, not licensed, but in 15 different states.
Well, I'm licensed in California, but I like doing that in different states because there's so much police brutality. Everybody gets the impression cops, sheriffs are bad people. I mean, think about this. You're on the other side of the law. I mean, sometimes you're in a situation your life has been threatened. Our job is to protect life and property.
Yeah, they say to protect and to serve.
Exactly.
I certainly know a lot of police officers are seeing the other end of this, where they're getting spit on, and called names that just haven't been justified because people paint with too broad of a brush, really on both sides of the issue with that there. Where did that come from? Where did your desire to get involved with law enforcement?
Well, my father was the NYPD lieutenant for 26 years, and I was talking to the sheriff about 15 years ago. He said, "When did you go through the academy?" I said, "Okay." So I took 6 months, the shooting, the driving, the studying, the Constitution, the laws of the arrest, and it changed my whole life because I want to give back.
Yeah.
Because I know what my father went through. I know what it's like to be on the other side of the law. Because I see today there's so much difficulty and so much threat of homeland security, and we need that foundation that the police and the sheriff department of the United States.
Well, back to Terrificon again. It must be so much fun. I mean, people are lining up to take pictures with you. One last question. What's probably the single most common question you get asked at these Q&As at places like Terrificon?
How long did it take to put the makeup on?
How long?
3.5 hours.
Oh, get out.
I endured the makeup like 12 to 14 hours a day. I was the first one on the set, the last one to leave, and it took an hour and a half to take off.
Was that at least your real hair that they're dusting with?
No, they used the hair from a Chinese mule called yak. They dye it green. One time I was so tired, I said to the makeup man, "I'm driving home. I want to take the makeup off."
Yeah.
So it was 2 o'clock in the morning. A guy driving the SUV. He looks and sees me in the car, and he goes, "Holy!" And he hit SUV, hit a bus. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't get pulled over. Can you imagine? So anyway, I've never done that again.
I don't even think I heard this second half of that story. Oh, it's a Chinese mule named something. I didn't even hear what. This is what you go for when you go for Terrificon. Lou Ferrigno, also Henry Winkler's going to be there. What is it? Ralph Macchio too. He's got Ralph Macchio.
Comic book artists.
Everything. Yeah, I mean the cosplay, the costume
You got
contest.
Sam Jones, Flash Gordon, a good friend of mine.
That's right. Yes, he's going to be there as well. Forgive me. There was so much to get to. I couldn't even do it. Mr. Ferrigno, a pleasure to meet you.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you here. Still ahead on the Fox 61 Morning News. How about some pizza? You like? By the way, our big argument, Lou. Next morning, pizza, hot or cold? You got to heat it up.
Do I look like I eat pizza?
No, come on. You're Italian, for God's sake. Foodie Friday, our other Italian, Sean Pagano, there in Tallinn, having a great time. He's going to be live with more.